guilty.
Yeah, I don't think there's any more. That's when he arrived to Venezuela. When he got status to come to the United States, he had this appointment already set for years out. And at this appointment, he was just supposed to bring in new records, marriage certificates, change of addresses, stuff like that. It was just a simple appointment. And we went into the ICE facility, the ICE offices, sorry. And that's where they detained him with no order of deportation. We go in and I'm like, hey, this appointment says to bring in new paperwork. Here's the paperwork. He's like, I don't need that shit. And he was like, go sit down. He just told us to wait in the waiting room. And from there, that's when they called him out and they're like, okay, we're just gonna ask him some questions. They took him back. And I was probably waiting for about like 20 minutes till they came back with his stuff and said he's not leaving. And I asked him, like, can you give me a reason? He's like, do you actually need a reason? I'm like, well, yeah, he's my husband. And that's when he was like, well, he's from Venezuela, first off. I was like, what does that have to do with anything? He was like, here's where you can find him. He gave me a paper where he was going to be detained and told me to get the fuck out, pretty much.
Was that his dog?
Yeah, with his dog. No judge can give him the right for bond. So he would have to wait in there till he has his master hearing, which is so set back because there's so many people detained, or to sign for voluntary departure. There he just kind of lost hope. It was getting really bad in the facility, a lot of fights. He wasn't sleeping. They would put alarms on at random times at night. He would call me and I was like, it's still on? He's like, yeah. He was just not getting any sleep. He's probably lost around 20 pounds when he got detained. So it was just best for his physical health and mental health to get out of there.
It's nice because I know it must be expensive also.
Yeah, it's a lot more affordable there. So he had to self-deport to Venezuela because he has no citizenship in any other country, so they couldn't just throw him in a random country. And from there, he was released because he had no criminal record there or even here in the United States. So he was released, he went back to his mom's, stayed there for a little bit, and now he's in Colombia. We are showing up to the detention center where my husband was detained at. A lot of bad memories come up. We did everything that we could to get him out. It's sad because of course he got to leave this place, but not with me.
Me decían que tenía que volver otra vez al Paso, Texas, llamaba y me decían lo mismo, que me tenían que solucionar ahí en Denver. Pero no, así me tenían de allá para acá, y no, nunca encontré una solución y dije, bueno, vamos a esperar como tengo un papel donde me para que yo tengo que presentarme. Y ese día cuando me fui a presentar, lo que hicieron fue detenerme y ya.
sea, no dieron ninguna razón.
No, mi esposa pregunta que por qué me detienen solamente por ser venezolano. Todos los días temía por mi seguridad porque se cometían muchas cosas. En los baños, ni se diga, tenemos que andar alerta, por lo que no sabíamos que puedan entrar no sé cómo le dicen ellos, gangas, bandas que puedan entrar a cometer cualquier delito para que lo pasara a una cárcel federal. Por mi vida y para tener una tranquilidad con mi esposa, más tranquila, ella poder venir, ya aquí por lo menos podemos retomar nuevamente nuestra vida y seguir con nuestros planes. Esto
Navidad.
que ahora nos falta.
Tú eres loco, yo creo.
Ven, toma.
¿Quieres cookie? Él quiere comer.